The gameplay you're going to see here, because this is just a rant, is from Vermintide, a really racist game about European immigration. So, Germaine Greer. She's been a very naughty feminist. She has problematic opinions regarding transgender people. Because of this, the Students' Union Women's Officer at Cardiff University launched a petition to have a lecture she was due to give there cancelled. This led to Greer being asked about her views on transgender people in a BBC Newsnight interview. In the interview she said, paraphrasing, "Transgender women are not women," and Caitlyn Jenner winning a Woman of the Year award is misogynist, and that they transitioned to steal some of the limelight from the Kardashian women. If you haven't already seen the response, you can imagine it. Germaine saying that she holds the belief that a man altering their body does not turn them into a woman is hateful and dangerous. That's more or less the general flavour of the backlash. Like many people, I find this whole thing kind of funny. Greer fed into this beast for years and years, and now it's on her. But this is also an opportunity to talk about some stuff I find weird. Misgendering and the whole trans women are women thing confuses me. I believe that if you are a woman, you can handle being referred to as he or him. I think you can handle having people say certain things about you make you not a real woman. It can be rude, it can be wrong, it can be hurtful, but I don't think it can be dangerous. So to me, and this is the bit I find weird, setting up these rules about how you deal with trans women and their identity has the same effect as what Germaine Greer said. You will be using their preferred pronouns for reasons other than them just being a woman. And you're telling me that's the case by having your approach to convincing people to treat transgender women a certain way not be to argue and convince people that they are women when it's said they're not. If you can't do that, how do you know they're women? What's convinced you of that? If the people angry at Greer saying trans women aren't women can't give us that, then I suspect what's in their heads isn't too different to what's in Germaine's. But they're running on what they should say, to the point that it cripples conversation. I mean, go listen to that BBC Newsnight interview. The interviewer is just talking about, don't you feel if someone feels like they want to feel like a lady? It's all fairy farts. When Germaine effectively says herself and other women don't believe trans women pass, the interviewer's response was fucking gibberish. And I don't see anyone engaging with it, because they fucking think the same. It might be rude and hurtful to say, but you can see a lot of transgender people from a mile off. Having said that, there are plenty of people who pass, but no one goes, okay Germaine, let's look at some pictures, let's play a game. Okay, let's get this rant back on some kind of track. I think there is far less disagreement on how things are than the outrage you see would suggest. And this is a war of semantics being fought with the language of violence. To me, it just seems like Germaine Greer defines a woman as someone who is born female. So when she says someone is not a woman, all she's saying is, you were not born female, right? So fucking what? How does someone using that definition harm you? Are you mentally ill? No, can't say that, transphobic. Okay then. Deal with it. Argue why she is wrong, preferably with a method beyond just saying, using that definition incites violence. If it does, you have a problem with maniacs, not with the way people define woman. Germaine Greer, not a fan. Weirdly aggressive flowery PC bullshit, not a fan either. I guess I just think you should be able to talk about stuff like this without having to mind kill yourself every morning, which at the moment seems to be the minimum requirement to not be seen as evil. But, as usual, that's just another one of my harmful opinions.